Welcome to today's space adventure, Nebula. A nebula, meaning a cloud or fog in Latin, is a distinct luminescent part of interstellar medium, which can consist of ionized, neutral, or molecular hydrogen and also cosmic dust. Nebulae are often star-forming regions, such as in the Pillars of Creation in the Eagle Nebula. In these regions, the formations of gas, dust, and other materials clump together to form denser regions, which attract further matter and eventually become dense enough to form stars. The remaining material is then thought to form planets and other planetary system objects. The nebula is probably one of the most beautiful objects of observation in outer space, which have a variety of shapes and structures within them. Galaxies can compete with nebulae in beauty, but cosmic nebulae still win the championship in beauty and variety of forms. Most astrophotographers love to take pictures of these nebulae and then show other, ordinary people, this unearthly, divine beauty of outer space in our Milky Way galaxy. The most beautiful and most interesting nebulae get their own names, such as the Horsehead Nebula, the Shamrock Nebula, the Crab Nebula. Most of the nebulae are known only by catalogue numbers, and visually can look like nondescript dark books against the background of space, or just beautiful watercolor stains near especially shining stars. Most nebulae are of vast size, some are hundreds of light years in diameter. A nebula that is visible to the human eye from Earth would appear larger, but no brighter, from close by. The Orion Nebula, the brightest nebula in the sky and occupying an area twice the angular diameter of the full moon, can be viewed with the naked eye but was missed by early astronomers. Although denser than the space surrounding them, most nebulae are far less dense than any vacuum created on Earth. A nebula cloud the size of the Earth would have a total mass of only a few kilograms. Earth's air has a density of approximately 1,019 molecules per cubic centimeter. By contrast, the densest nebulae can have densities of 10,000 molecules per cubic centimeter. Many nebulae are visible due to fluorescence caused by embedded hot stars, while others are so diffuse that they can be detected only with long exposures and special filters. Originally, the term nebula was used to describe any diffuse astronomical object, including galaxies beyond the Milky Way. The Andromeda Galaxy, for instance, was once referred to as the Andromeda Nebula, and spiral galaxies in general as spiral nebulae, before the true nature of galaxies was confirmed in the early 20th century by Vesto Slipher, Edwin Hubble, and others. Edwin Hubble discovered that most nebulae are associated with stars and illuminated by starlight. Formation. There are a variety of formation mechanisms for the different types of nebulae. Some nebulae form from gas that is already in the interstellar medium, while others are produced by stars. Examples of the former case are giant molecular clouds, the coldest, densest phase of interstellar gas, which can form by the cooling and condensation of more diffuse gas. Examples of the latter case are planetary nebulae formed from material shed by a star in late stages of its stellar evolution. The closest known nebula to Earth is called the Helix Nebula. It is the remnant of a dying star, possibly one like the Sun. It is approximately 700 light-years away from Earth. Star-forming regions are a class of emission nebula associated with giant molecular clouds. These form as a molecular cloud collapse under its own weight, producing stars. Massive stars may form in the center, and their ultraviolet radiation ionizes the surrounding gas, making it visible at optical wavelengths. The region of ionized hydrogen surrounding the massive stars is known as an H2 region, while the shells of neutral hydrogen surrounding the H2 region are known as photodissociation region. Examples of star-forming regions are the Orion Nebula, the Rosette Nebula, and the Omega Nebula. Feedback from star formation, in the form of supernova explosions of massive stars, stellar winds or ultraviolet radiation from massive stars, or outflows from low-mass stars may disrupt the cloud, destroying the nebula after several million years. Objects named nebulae belong to four major groups. H2 regions, large diffuse nebulae containing ionized hydrogen. Planetary nebulae, for example, the Cat's Eye Nebula. Supernova remnant, for example, the Crab Nebula. Dark nebula, for example, the Horsehead Nebula. Not all cloud-like structures are named nebulae, Here Big Haro objects are an example. Diffuse nebulae. Most nebulae can be described as diffuse nebulae, which means that they are extended and contain no well-defined boundaries. Diffuse nebulae can be divided into emission nebulae, reflection nebulae and dark nebulae. Planetary nebulae. Planetary nebulae are the remnants of the final stages of stellar evolution for mid-mass stars, varying in size between 0.5 to 8 solar masses. Evolved asymptotic giant branch stars expel their outer layers outwards due to strong stellar winds, thus forming gaseous shells while leaving behind the star's core in the form of a white dwarf. Protoplanetary nebulae. A protoplanetary nebula, PPN, is an astronomical object at the short-lived episode during a star's rapid stellar evolution between the late asymptotic giant branch, LAGB, phase and the following planetary nebula, PN, phase. During the AGB phase, the star undergoes mass loss, emitting a circumstellar shower of hydrogen gas. When this phase comes to an end, the star enters the PPN phase. Supernova remnants. A supernova occurs when a high-mass star reaches the end of its life. When nuclear fusion in the core of the star stops, the star collapses. The gas falling inward either rebounds or gets so strongly heated that it expands outwards from the core, thus causing the star to explode. The expanding shell of gas forms a supernova remnant, a special diffuse nebula. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, press the like button, subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get the next video notification. See you in next space adventure.